Hey guys, it's Aaron Gwinnett here from 5 Entertainment, and I'm bringing to you a Neyyah Glossary, which goes through all the words that you find in the game, creatures, characters, terminology, locations. I hope this really helps you progress through the game, have more understanding of the lore, and please refer to this video. It's all audio based as well, so you can actually hear what the words sound like. I narrate the video, and there's some pictures as well that just help give you references. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely refer to it, and I hope it helps you in your adventures through Neyyah. Bye for now. Characters and creatures. Orianne, a Pelska spirit, a being who exists in a dimension beyond Neyyah. She is the Pelska spirit, protector of Neyyah. Orianne is played by Nancy Knott. Caleb, a Payita harvester. Cheruse Kalaphrykel, a formidable warlord and nemesis to the Fezzaltians. Once part of the Payoltish Clan, he abandoned them and created an army of creatures called Elopolites. Although defeated, he was not destroyed, and his whereabouts remain a mystery. Elopolite, a genetically modified species of creature, a combination of human and Elopolite created by Cheruse with only one purpose: to destroy the Fezzaltians. Elopolite, an ancient eel-like creature that once existed in the Fezzaltian waters. Four rulers, the ancient four rulers of Fezzalta who governed Neyyah. The members were Belakane, Yunata, Tessail, and Damatai. They are presumed dead, or possibly trapped within the Quilivion. Halesh, a Fezzaltian guard regularly positioned on Neyyah at the Golorfiak Mines. He is presumed dead. Hyen, a well-respected warrior amongst the ancient Fezzaltians who perished in battle defending the Velitron Temple against Cheruse and his Elopolite army. Kerhelta Volka, Smolax's master. Kerhelta Volka is one of the surviving Banoxi dragon lords of a faraway planet called Bragnarian. Keril Peloray, a Fezzaltian guard regularly positioned on Neyyah at the Golorfiak Mines. He is presumed dead. Lord Quananovic, leader of the Fezzaltians, lord over the four rulers. He resided in the ancient Fezzaltian city known as Quan. Malayva Cat, a very adaptable cat species. They use their large yellow eyes to spot prey at long distances and in dark areas. Mason, he lives on Neyyah and works alongside Vermeer. Mason is played by Aaron Gwinnett. Naluka, son of Vermeer and Taleva. Naluka is played by Zayden Turner. Narlaxium, they populate rocky cliff areas and beaches. While armed with a powerful beak, they are a flightless bird and are more likely to flee than attack in dangerous situations. The Payoltish Clan, Fezzaltian magicians trained to bring life to the Payita devices. The members consist of Belilka, Halest, Gelitrum, and Latroke. Pelaif Toad, they can be found in swampy, marshy areas and enjoy a good sunbathe once in a while. Shanda, a small wooden Malayva Cat model created by Belilka and given to Keril at Golorfiak Mines. Smolax, leader of the Ulagerians and ruler of Ulage. Smolax is played by Paul Hayward. Talabrok Bird, while not big enough to take on full-size Zyphor Fish, they will feed on smaller fish on beach areas. Taleva, Vermeer's wife, mother to their child, Naluka. Taleva is played by Xanthi Turner. Urnter, a close friend and colleague of Vermeer's, stationed at the Belindi Hill Labs on Ulage. Vermeer, head scientist on Ulage, stationed at the Belindi Hill Labs. He is father to Naluka and husband to Taleva. Vermeer is played by Nigel Goodwin. Voik, a Payita harvester. Zyphor Fish. These are very ancient Vesaltian creatures. From Smarlax's perspective, however, they are nothing more than a pest, with systems put in place to prevent them from interfering with the Niyashka spore harvesting. Locations. Blue Farlidian. This was the old name of Neyyah, known only to the Vesaltians. Bragnarian, the planet where Ulujay once belonged. It is also where Smarlax's master, Kerhelta Volka, corresponds to him. Feyamore. It is the planet where Neyyah exists on the land of Vesalta. Ulujay floats high above in the clouds of Feyamore. Felitsu Island, the biggest area of Neyyah, which has been separated into 5 zones: Gafunkai Zone, Lavender Zone, Harbour Zone, Dome Zone, and the Payita Factory Zone. It is named after the Felitsu plant. Vesalta, mainland, country of Feyamore. Neyyah is part of Vesalta. Golorfiak Mines, the second largest area of Neyyah, where Smarlax established a main lab HQ building for Neyyah's operations. The Vesaltians once mined for metal here, which was used for various productions, such as Golor Crafts and armor, weaponry. Kyenti Hall, a mess hall. This was the place Vesaltians would gather to enjoy leisurely activities after a hard day's work. It existed during the Vesaltian reign and was demolished to later be replaced by the Felitsu Dome. Neyyah. Neyyah is a Farlidian, once known as the Blue Farlidian, where Payitas were once created. It is now used by Smarlax to harvest Niyashka spores. It is also known as Niyashka Site 28. Niyashka Pools. This area of Neyyah serves as a hub location, creating links to the 4 main areas of Neyyah: Felitsu Island, Pinorvia Point, Golorfiak Mines, and Skarliti Towers. It is also the location of the heater chambers, where the harvesting of the Niyashka spores is performed. Niyashka Zone, a faraway location separated from other areas of Neyyah, where the Niyashka plant is held, connected to the Irelta machine. Old Factory Guard Tower. It used to be part of Golorfiak Mines, serving as protection for the factories stationed out there, once used by the Vesaltians to experiment with Golor Metal and the production of Golor Crafts. It now serves as a station for more classified Ulujarian operations. Ulujay, a floating landmass above the planet of Feyamore where Neyyah is situated, ruled by Smarlax Mehmet. Pinorvia Point. This is the area of Neyyah where council meetings would take place between the Vesaltians and the 4 rulers. It's also the location of the Pelska Shrine and the gateway to Orion, the Pelska spirit. Quan, an ancient area of Vesalta where Lord Quananovic once dwelled and governed over Vesalta, alongside the Pelska spirits, such as Orion. Skarliti Towers. This place holds a lot of historical significance to Neyyah. Payitas were harvested here, and an arena enabled an audience of onlookers to enjoy the spectacle. It is now occupied by Smarlax and contains machines crucial to the harvesting of the Niyashka spores. Spore Docks. The Payitas would have been stored here during the Vesaltian reign, but it is now occupied by Smarlax for Niyashka spore delivery. Velitron Temple. Once used by the Payoltish Clan to cleanse the Payitas, regenerating them through the use of the Velitron Machine. It is where Haiyan took his last stand against the Yeloperites. Volk Towers. Volk Towers were created by Vesaltians soon after the death of Haiyan in order to transfer areas of Neyyah across Feyamore. The separation of Neyyah was made in an attempt to protect the Velitron Temple. Terminology. Farlidian, an old Vesaltian term for a Payita harvesting area, island. Galahanti, the coded language of the Vesaltians. Golor Craft. This craft was developed by the Fizoltians using Golor Metal from the Golorfiak Mines. Golor Metal. Metal mined at Golorfiak Mines, used for the creation of Golor Crafts, Fizoltian weaponry and armory during the Fizoltian reign. Holtish Device. This device is used for taking the Trondi frequency from specific fuses and converting it into a number. Irelta Gun. A gun used by Smolax to tranquilize Malayva Cats. Jalude. A transport craft developed on Ulajay, where a Jalude station is also located. The player uses a Jalude to reach Neyyah. Kulah Crystals. These are crystal devices developed on Ulajay to provide power to different machines, such as portals or old Fizoltian machinery. Lodvik. This is a term used by Fizoltians which means sacred water. This water would have been used on the ancient Niyashka plant during the Fizoltian reign. Lodvik Tower. This is where the Lodvik Tower would have been stored and then pumped to the Niyashka plant via a pipe to the heater chambers during the Fizoltian reign. It is now occupied by Smolax. Mayorta Gas. A poisonous gas associated with the powering of portal technology, particularly tube portals. Pelska. Pelska is a word associated with ancient spirits, connected to Feamor. They were guardians of the Felidians. Each Felidian, Payoltish harvesting island, would have a Pelska protecting it. Rheledium Metal. It is an Ulajarian mined metal, which Smolax adores. Vermeer and Oriane rejected on Neyyah. Taluk. A smaller gun, hoisted on rails, inside gun towers, or used on stands at entrances to important buildings. Trondi Count. This is a frequency reading, created by specific fuses when activated at a Holtish machine. Velitron Machine. This machine was used to cleanse, clean and repower the Payoltish. Hyen died defending it in the battle against Cheruse and the Alopolites. It is found at the Velitron Temple. Viofyl Gas. This was used at the Payoltish factory when the Payoltish Clan would work together to generate power magic for the Payoltish. They would breathe the gas in, and after having been trained to deal with its effects, it would provide them with the magic required to power the Payoltish. Zalum Tuk. A large gun used at the front of the Fizoltian gun towers. Flora. Elderflowers. These plants grow in various colours, including red and green, and are commonly sighted at shorelines and shallow waters. Baobab tree. These are an ancient Fizoltian species of tree. Felitsu plants grow in abundance around the base of these trees until climates changed. Their leaves form a thick canopy, keeping birds at bay. Flepalay fern. These ferns are very common across Fizolta. They flourish in both wet and dry conditions. Felitsu plant. A giant leaf plant which usually grows quite close to baobab trees. The roots are experimented on in an attempt to extract a new power source outside of Payoltish. These plants are kept alive in the Felitsu Dome. Gafunkai mushroom. These mushrooms can grow to huge sizes, mainly on the Felitsu Island. Their roots can soak up water which have been stained with Pelorian flowers, causing spores underneath the mushroom to glow blue, while smaller spores also grow on top of the mushrooms. Kaldakor tree. These are very tall palm trees, growing on beaches. They are seen all over Fizolta. Morplit flower. These flowers can mostly be seen growing in the old ruins of Fizoltian buildings, as well as sandy or rocky areas. Nymphy flower. A thick green leafed plant which finds nutrients in Pelorian pool waters. Water which is mixed with the fallen leaves of Pelorian flowers. Niyashka plant. An ancient plant believed to have been grown by the people of Talambari. Special water was produced called Lodvik water, enabling the plant's growth to be sustained in later times, during the Fesoltian reign. Pellicula tree. These trees grow around rocky terrains and beach areas. The needles that grow at the base of the trees have been used by Fesoltians in the past as dart weapons against a variety of creatures, such as Malayva Cats and Alaxiums. Pelorian flower. These flowers can grow in small or large sizes, and they have been mixed with other components to help form the plasma for Pelorian portals. Pelska vines. These vines grow on Ullagarian structures and represent a physical manifestation of the Pelska spirits upon Neyyah. Flant. A seaweed that flourishes underwater, but can also be spotted in dry areas where water levels have receded. Stekilia flower. These flowers are quite pale in colour and can be seen growing in clusters around beaches and shoreline areas. Steculia flower. A more stout form of Stekilia flower, they are more green in colour with leaves growing at their base. Wallet flower. These flowers grow on beaches and shorelines across Neyyah. Portals. Benoxii portals. These portals were created on Ullagay and serve as a means of travel between the 5 zones of the arrival sector, also known as Felitsu Island. Jalud portals. Each Niyashka site will have a Jalud portal built at a specific location, usually the lab HQ sectors. They require 2 transportation towers to operate. Mayorta tube portals. These are also known as Mayorta Gas portals or tube portals and are operated remotely. On Ullagay, they are often built in dangerous areas as a means of escape. Mahili portal. These portals are being tested across various Niyashka sites. They are built horizontally and operate better when charged by water. Pelorian portal. An ancient Fesoltian portal connecting the 4 main areas of Neyyah: Felitsu Island, Golorfiak Mines, Skarliti Towers, and Pinorvia Point, to the Niyashka Pools. Shryaki portals. These are also known as travel portals. All Shryaki portals are in the process of being shut down. Spore Pump Delivery Portal. All Spore Docks have been installed with one of these portals, sending collected spores straight to Ullagay. They remain switched off until another harvest is organised. Talita Portal. Triangular in shape and coloured red, blue, green and yellow, these portals link the hub area of Niyashka Pools to the 4 main areas of Neyyah: Felitsu Island, Golorfiak Mines, Skarliti Towers, and Pinorvia Point. Viofyl Portal. A portal once used to deliver Payoltish to the Rheledium Temple on Ullagay, when Fesoltians and Ullagarians worked together and harmony still existed between the 2 cultures.